Hey Facebook, it's Jovi. Welcome back to my channel. Now, I might not even add the intro because this video, I don't even want it to be long. I don't even want to make this video because I said on like Tuesday, Monday, Tuesday, that I didn't want to make another video about Cardi B for a while. Like, I don't want to talk about her. I'm just tired of her. I'm annoyed that it is even content. But I saw the video from Cardi B's roommate, and I saw the video from her hairdresser. Now, her roommate, the hairdresser, that was like a one-time encounter. It was like rude, disrespectful, all of that shit. But the roommate really the nail in the head. Nikki went through all of that, and I have an associate, a friend, a person I've known for years that I spoke to the other day and told me they think Cardi B is going through postpartum depression, which I agree. She's going through postpartum depression, but she is also a colorist and she is also racist. Okay, you can be racist against black people. Even though you're black, okay. I'm going to apologize to my audience because y'all were yelling at me, screaming at me, talking about Cardi B is not black. And even though technically her ass is black, she ain't. We done kicked her ass out the barbecue. She ain't invited. And she made a lot of, okay, so as an Afro-Latina, I keep telling y'all that. I know what Cardi B is. And now I recognize who she is. Let me tell y'all a quick story. I don't know if I ever told y'all this story. But back when I was a little girl, before I realized I was black. Not to say I didn't know. I knew I was black, but I didn't connect black America. I didn't connect it. I was a little girl. I mean, like junior high school little. Like 6th grade or whatever. I was hanging out with my friends. And back then, I lived in a Hispanic neighborhood. And, all of my friends were Hispanic, like Dominican, Puerto Rican. And you want to know, let me tell you a joke about Dominicans and stuff. A lot of them who look Spanish don't even know Spanish. Anyway, so one of my friends, her cousin had came up for the summer from Dominican Republic. This is why I don't like Dominicans. This is added reasons of why I don't like Dominicans. And he was really there. And I was just chilling, hanging out with my friends like I always do. Because, this is what we do. This is what we do. This is what we've been doing for years, And anyway, so the boy, her cousin, who came up from DR for the summer, he basically just looked at me and was like, you're not Hispanic. You're black. You're fucking negra. That's what he said to me. And negra in Spanish is kind of like a term of endearment. I guess they think it is. But the way he said it, it was no term of endearment. He called me a nigga in Spanish without calling me a nigga. Like, hey nigga, what's up? That's not how he did it. He basically was like, you a nigga. That's what that's what he said. And at that time, I guess it really hit me. That made it really, really hit me. And that's when I started to think, and I realized, like, a lot of my Hispanic mother friends, I've thought about over the years, always had an issue with me. Even though especially if they were Spanish, quote unquote Spanish looking, even Cardi B looking Spanish, meaning you need a perm and all of that bitch, but you want to look down on me. Okay, let me not cuss. They always had an issue with me. And it's like, Spanish people got color issues like Amal, y'all. Like, really, probably more than white Americans. Like, Spanish people, like, that self-hate is real. Especially one of them like Cardi B, who has black in her. And she's probably been told her whole life that, if she didn't have her nigga father in her, or that negra in her, she'd be so beautiful. Plus, she got jacked. She used to have jacked up teeth. And as an Hispanic, y'all see her as light skin or whatever, y'all think she's cute, but you gotta remember, in the Bronx, there's a million chicks that look like Cardi B. She's not that special. To y'all, she's special, but to me, she's not that special. To me, I consider me special because I'm Afro-Latina, and we hot and we a dime a dozen. Nonetheless, so her roommate was talking about basically all the stuff that Cardi B did. you basically co-signing Nicki Minaj and all the stuff that Nicki Minaj said that Cardi B did, and Cardi B dirty, is dirty, and she hate on black girls because she wants to feel like she's better than them. I know a lot of Hispanics like that. Everything her homegirl, her ex-roommate was saying made me look at the situation from a different light and make me be like, oh yeah, Cardi B is that type. Because, I know numerous types of Hispanics. So in my head, I wanted her to be, one of the cool types and one of the get it types. But now I recognize, like, based on what her homegirl said, based on her behaviors, based on what she's been doing, that she's that type. She's that type. She mad, she mad at your ass, or Nicki Minaj ass, think she can look it down on her, think she can think she better than her, or think she pretty or whatever, because Cardi B has been raised to believe that the black in her is ugly as fuck, so the black in everybody else is ugly as fuck. She told a roommate that she should pretend to be Hispanic, because it's embarrassing to be black, like being black ain't dope, like being black, like the black in her don't make her hot, because just the Hispanic in her is trash. So it's the black blood in her that makes her look be. But okay, yeah, that's how she spoke to the roommate. She jumped the roommate in the strip club like she did the old girl. Her whole career is falling apart. Everything is falling apart, and I'm gonna stop trying to wish her well and wish her to do better, because a bitch like that can't get no wishes out of me. Because like I said, it just reminded me of old boy from DR that told me that, I wasn't Hispanic, I was a nigga. And that made me realize. And after that, all my friends was black. That was 6th grade. I started accumulating a lot of black friends. I started to really recognize what it do. So don't get me wrong. I do understand the, growing up in it's a different mentality, y'all. I'm trying to explain to y'all. Growing up in a Hispanic home and, not recognizing you're black. So even when people sometimes say, oh, I'm Hispanic, they don't understand or see the difference. It's like, you can see I'm black. They don't get it. But again, there are also those types like Cardi that they get it and they trying to push that down and hide that because they're ashamed of it. And it's the other type that's like, yeah, but I'm telling you about my ethnicity and my culture. Duh, you can see I'm black. You know what I'm saying? But it's not it don't click up in your head that, black like Black American, black Black Caribbean, like this, we black, we all from the same, you don't really know. Like I said, it's ignorance. It's a lot of ignorance, and you don't know better. And a lot of people who, I guess, the difference in the Hispanic community, I'm going to say this, and then I'm going to go, because I don't want this video to be long. I'm not even going to add the intro in it. Is that, well, now it's starting to be more, because now I think a lot more black men are having kids with racist with racist white women, and and these kids are being grown up in this household. So you got to think about a lot of Hispanic people, like interracial people, even if they're full black, sometimes because their grandmother or their great grandmother or they was raised or adopted, or whatever, by somebody who, see, their loved ones see them as, inferior because they're dark, or their hair isn't as straight as possible, or because a million reasons, y'all, or trying to give them bleach baths. That's a real Hispanic thing. You know what I'm saying? Talk about, oh, you need a bleach bath, to try to scrub the black off of you. This really happens. This really happens, and it happens in your home. When you're Hispanic. In I find in North America, because y'all know I believe Black America is from, the top to the bottom, from Canada to Brazil. That's all Black America. That's all black people from Canada to Brazil, islands and everything is Black America. That's just geographics. But, what was I saying? But, I was talking about Black Americans. Shit, what the fuck did I say, y'all? Anyway, I don't know what I say. It'll come to me. So, I really forgot. Anyway, I hope it was a good point. I hope I made the point. So Black Americans from the top to the bottom don't... What the heck was I gonna say? Anyway, so yeah, Cardi B can continue to do what she want and be ignorant as shit. And I'm not going to facilitate the bullshit no more. Oh, I was talking about bleach baths. Yes. Okay. So unlike North America, finally came back to me. Unlike North America, where the racists were outside your family, you may have had a, you know, racist ass cousin or somebody come and say something. Now, like I said, now them interracial kids, I feel like they're going through it because, you know, their white mothers are racist half of the time, most of the time, majority of the time. Anyway, but in Latin America, that's your grandmother. Your grandmother giving you a bleach bath. Your grandmother making remarks about your Negra father and how he's so black. And, you know, everybody denying their blackness even though they charcoal black. You know, it's a real ingrained fuck shit. You know, again, we all in the different, you know, hemispheres of the Americas go through our own racism. And that's really just what I be wanting to say sometimes, especially when I be talking about Cardi. See how I wrapped it up? You know, it's really just like, it's not necessarily Cardi that I be pushing for, because, you know, I ain't fucking with her. But it's like the other Dominicans. I want people to realize and comprehend, like, there's a lot of Hispanics that look like me. Most Hispanics are like me or darker. You know, this is how, it's just that the white Hispanics, just like white Americans, have more money, have more funds, and are able to, you know, move to America. They're the ones that they show on TV, you know, so it looks like them people outnumber us, but they don't. They don't. Anyway, so that's it, y'all. I just wanted to say that real quick and let y'all know what the hell happened with Cardi. Please don't leave 800 comments down in my thing if you standing for Cardi. I don't care. I don't read them. Once I realize it's a stand, I swerve past it. I swerve past it until I get to comments that are about anything but standing. All right, and as always, I hope y'all live your life like it's golden, because there's no other way to live it.